All right. Happy Sunday, you guys. We're recording. So happy to see you here. Thank you for making the time to jump on this important call, because this is the call that's going to kick off your cup month and your business. So I've been a coach, or I've been doing Beachbody for over 6 years now. First it was health, for me it was just health and fitness. And then when I realized the amazing system that they have, I literally just wanted to scream it from the rooftop. Literally, I did not know, and some of you guys may have already heard my story, but I legit did not know that there was a business opportunity behind this company. I really didn't know. I was a human resource generalist that was home with her son, Matias, at the time. He was 8 months. And I really just wanted to lose weight. And I was breastfeeding. And so for me, it was convenient to work out at home, right? Because I didn't want to leave him with anyone. So yes, I am that type of mom. And there are so many of those type of moms out there, right? Or there's so many women that don't have time to drive to the gym, to find a parking spot, especially here in the city, right? To then get your workout in, to then wait for machines, to then have to come back home and do all the things. And so when I realized, right, that I had found something that was simple, that if I followed it, it was working, that I needed to share it. And for me, you see my curls. I'm a curly hair girl, and I had discovered Diva Curl at the time, which, that's a whole different call. But right. So Diva Curl basically came into my life when I was 30. 30. So basically, this would have been my 12th year, because I'm 42 years old now. My 12th year using Diva Curl. And when I discovered Diva Curl, just like the person who introduced me, she's like, girl, you have amazing curls. You need to use this product, right? She wasn't getting a commission out of it. She didn't even work for them. But it was doing wonders for her curly hair. And she wanted the next curly girl hair, right? Curly, whatever. Right, to have it, right? And so that's what I did. Every single time I saw someone that had curls in front of me and the curls weren't looking right, I was like, girl, I'm about to change your life. And that's literally how I took on this business. And so when I discovered what an amazing system it was, I started to just share. I had no idea we got paid for it. I had no idea that there was a business opportunity behind it. Jorge would always say to me, Gab, you should definitely get into sales, because he's always been in sales, in dental sales. And because, while I was good at my job, I hated what I did. My main responsibility was to lay off people. And I was that person, because I'm bilingual, that they were sending from city to city, state to state, to fire people. And it was awful. This was the first time they were meeting me and I was firing them. You understand? I even traveled pregnant, you guys. It was awful. And so, when Jorge said, Gab, you don't like, to put people's lives at stake, right? Because you're letting them go. Why don't you try sales? And I would be like, I'm not about that life, bro. Right? And so, and he said, but Gab, like, you always share like the stuff that, because he understands sales, right? He's been in sales for so many years. Just like when you find, okay, how many, you know what? Actually, I'm going to give you an assignment right now. This wasn't even something that Karen and I planned. But once we're off of this call, go ahead and go to your Facebook and post, ask people, hey, I'm looking for, a Netflix show to watch. And you will see the amount of responses that will come in, because people want to offer what they enjoy. People want to offer you what they, have exposed themselves and they've, just spent time doing or whatever. And so do that for you so that you can see. So every single time that there's a show that we connected with, that we absolutely love, we're like, oh my God, texting all our friends, you gotta go watch this, and so that's how simple this can be if you stop to, because I think the issue is that we're connecting this with sales, and sales, it's icky. But why is it icky? Everybody's selling, you guys. Everybody's selling. You're selling your kids every single day. First of all, if you're single, you're selling yourself, right? Like, I am the best. Be out there. You need to be with me, right? You selling yourself every single day. You're selling yourself to your boss to give you a raise. You're selling, your kids to eat the vegetables, to go to sleep early, to go brush their teeth, to go. I mean, we're selling every single day, but we've attached this ugly connotation to selling that's why we're having a hard time selling, right? That's the hard time. We're having a hard time sharing because we're thinking about what is, this person gonna think of me? What is this what are they gonna think? They're gonna love you because you're changing their lives, you guys. Just today in our Zoom call, we had 2 ladies, and we have more. I'm gonna put a post later in because people are still finishing up MBF, but people are having amazing results. Why are we keeping this to ourselves? 2 ladies shared today. In 3 weeks, one of them is down 11 pounds and the other one is down 9.5. 3 weeks, because they follow the nutrition program, because they press play every single day, and because they lean into the accountability group. They didn't have to do it alone. Why are you keeping this to yourselves, right? That's what you need to tell yourself. And I know that when I first started, and then I'm going to pass it on to Karen. When I first started as a coach, first, like I said, I started to just tell everybody. I was like, you guys need to do this. And then when I got paid, right, I was like, I think my first check was like 332, 337, something like that. And I was like, what is this? First of all, I went into the back office. My coach was super new. So I didn't have any tools to begin, only the tools that Beachbody had provided me with. So I started where it says start here. And then I bumped into, I'm here, crazy inviting, people signing up, no clue, that I'm going to get paid. And then I saw something every single one of you should have. If you did it, please raise your hand, enrolled in your direct deposit, right? So I bumped into that and I'm like, I'm in HR, you guys. So when I see direct deposit, I'm like, somebody's getting money. I was like, what is this? How much for helping one person, right? I had no idea. And then when I then got paid the first time, I was like, oh my God, like I was in awe. I was like, what? And just for giggles, I'm going to actually calculate what I did my first month as a coach, and I'm going to share that with you in the chat. So basically, when I realized there was a potential, I was like, you know what? I want to pay my 2 bags of Shakeology. I really don't want Jorge to have to come out of pocket and pay for those 2. And because I was staying home with Matias, our goal was I was going to stay home for 3 years with him. And I just felt bad because Diva Curl products are expensive, right? They were very expensive. And I was like, man, and I'm putting 2 bags of Shakeology. He didn't mind because we were working on our health, right? He didn't mind because he knew that Shakeology was a great product. He didn't mind, but I minded because I've always produced my own money. I wanted to, come and be able to say, I'm doing this for us. And so I said to him, you know what? I'm going to help enough people to pay for these 2 bags. And so I asked my coach's coach, I said, what do I need to do? How many people do I need to help on a monthly basis in order to pay for those 2 bags? And she said, help 5 people. And I said, okay. So, but this is what I want you to learn from me, right? Because success leaves clues. And what I don't want is for you to repeat the same mistakes I did. You don't have to. So she said, help 5 people, and I would help 5 people. And then my month was done. Why? I try to look back and I'm like, why did I do that? Because all I wanted was to pay 2 bags. But there's millions of people in the United States and now the UK, because we can do business in UK and France, right? And Canada, which when I started, neither were around. We only did business in the United States. So there's millions of people that need this solution, that need health, right? That need health and fitness, that need what we have. And so what I want you to take away from today is that don't put a number that you want to, you know, I feel that when we say, I'm going to just help 5 people, once you reach it, you're like, all right, it's party time. Let me go binge on that Netflix, right? Guys, let's help as many people as we can this month. And when you do that for yourself and your business and them, because you're absolutely blessing their family and their communities and more to come, you will see that you have what it takes, you guys. And don't get discouraged when you get a no, because you're gonna get a ton. I helped, I said in the chat, I helped 32 people last month, 32 people. And because I helped 32 people, I must have gotten like 200 minimum no's in between all of that. If I go back and look, it's a ton of no's. So the person who helps the most people will receive the more no's. It's okay. It just means they're not ready right now. It also means that they're going to start watching you to see that you're doing what you said you're inviting them to do. And also, it might be that they don't have all the information, okay? So I need you to connect into our chat, especially the new girls. Guys, when you don't know, it's okay. It's like starting a new job, right? It takes about 90 days, 3 months for you to kind of settle in, but you still need to learn so much more. I've been here 6 years and I'm still learning. Don't ever close your mind to learning, right? Because when you stop learning and you stop growing, it's pretty much you're dead, right? You have to be open-minded to learning new things. And in this business, you're going to learn so much. And don't get discouraged when someone says no, because it's not about you. It's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of themselves. They might not have all the information, but also, you know, they might be scared because guess what? They might have tried so many things and they don't want to fail one more time, right? So that's why speaking to them and getting to know their health and fitness goals before you share a price, because the price, you have to add value into what we have for them. And you cannot add value if you start with, oh, this pack is $150, it's only $150, it's only $160, whatever, right? Because they don't know what that $160 covers. But now if you know what their health and fitness goals are, and you can say, oh, you have cravings? Girl, I feel you on that, because my craving is potato chips or French fries or ice cream or whatever it is, right? But I can tell you that Shakeology has helped me because of all the nutrients it has, right? You can now provide value to that challenge pack because now you know their goals. So I always ignore the question until I know why they want to join my accountability group, right? And then when they insist and ask again, this is how I respond. I say, you know, I cannot give you a price yet because I don't know which plan or which pack is the best one to help you reach your goals. Once I know that, I'll be able to customize something for you. And that's how you answer that question. But anyway, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I know that Team Cup is going to, you know, propel your business. When I first started in my first Team Cup in 2014, you guys, I was just the coach like many of you guys. And here we are 6 years later, and I'm still home with Matias. I never had to go back to corporate because I decided to come in with an open heart and an open mind. And I also came in being coachable. Be coachable. Learn from the people who have been here before you, right? Because it's going to be amazing. And then the last thing I want to mention is that tomorrow we have 2 new coaches sharing what they've been doing to rock their business as soon as they came in. Heather and LaShawn are going to speak tomorrow night. I can't remember if it's 8 or 8:30. What did we say? Did we say 8? 8:30? 8 o'clock? 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Heather is a new coach. She started last month, you guys, she signed up on 7/7 with Muscle Burn Fat, and so did LaShawn. And they both rocked their business last month by just being awesome and brave and just sharing this opportunity. So we're going to hear, you know, everything they did. So this is a good call for you, even for the people, for myself, that I've been here 6 months. I am excited. I have had, you know, like I'm ready to take notes because what they're coming in with a fresh outlook to this, right? And so I feel that I could learn so much from both of them. And, you know, we always sharing best practices. Vicky shared something that I've never done. And I've been coaching for 6 years. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should try that because it's working for her, right? And so we are always providing you with the best tools, the best, and you're coming into a team that is prepared to give you the tools that you need to rock this out if that's what you want. So Karen, take it away. I'm going to give you access so that you can share your screen, but you could talk now if you like.
Sorry, just, of course, when I have to speak, like, I have to cough, right? It never fails. Hi, guys. Good morning. I'm so excited to be part of the Team Cup. I'm excited that because I rocked July, right? And so I am ready to just fly with August. It's my birthday month. I am excited. My goal for my birthday is to help as many people as I can. And so Team Cup added on to that is just a bonus, right? To keep the excitement going and keep just rocking our group, right? I'm excited because we finished MBF, guys. Like, how many of you finished today? I'm one of those. Yay, we did it. So exciting. We're going to start another round tomorrow. I can't wait for that. I've seen all of the amazing transformations and I'm starting to get results and it's so, so exciting. So I want you guys to keep, you know, that excitement going as you share. Let me share my screen so I can start this. Oh, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Hang on, I made you host. Right up there.
No, but thanks so much for taking the time, Missy.
No, you're host because it says I can reclaim it back. Try.
Right up there. Do I have to accept it or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Qué raro.
Okay, let me reclaim it back and then I'll do it again, okay?
Yeah. So as I was saying, you know, keep the excitement going for your challenge. That excitement that you have for your own journey is the journey. It's the excitement. Okay, it says I'm host now. Is the excitement that you're going to be able to, you know, share with the people that you're going to invite for Team Cup, right? Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
How do I? Let me see. I want to be able to see you guys. Maybe I won't be able to.
You don't see us?
I could see the screen and I could see you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see my screen now? Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. So I want you guys to keep in mind that together we can help change lives. This is a team cup. Yes, we're in sales. Yes, you know, you can view it that way. But honestly, you guys, I've been in my journey for over 6 years, and this Beachbody solution has completely changed my life. It has changed my life physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, like in any area. I'm a better mom, better wife, better sister because of this business and this opportunity. So when you're inviting somebody, you honestly are inviting somebody to help change their life. So if you view it that way, sharing becomes so much easier. It becomes fun. You enjoy it because you know that you're giving them a gift, right? It's been a gift for me. Think about how this business has impacted you. How's it helped you? Even if you're brand new, I mean, you're more consistent, you're more committed, you are being more intentional about your health and fitness. Like, think about the ways that this business has helped change you so far and share that, right? So welcome to Team Cup. I want you guys to look at these words and notice that these are action words. So impact, rewarding, action, and game changer, right? So those are all things that you can experience during this Team Cup. This Team Cup is going to be impactful because we're going to help people, right? We're going to share. It's going to be rewarding because not only are you going to qualify for the prices that the Team Cup has, but it's also going to be rewarding because you're helping somebody else. Action is the only thing that moves you forward. So it's going to make you take actions in your life, in your business, in your mindset So it's going to help you propel you. And overall, all those things are going to be a game changer in your life, right? So just a reminder, you know, it's Team Cup. So I want to remind you guys what you can qualify for. If you achieve the Success Club 5 right here, you get the MBF tank or tea. That's if you yourself are on a Team Cup and you qualify for Success Club 5. Now, if everybody on your team qualifies for Success Club 5, all 5 of you, then you also get the tank and you also get, right, Gabby? Is that right? They get both, right?
I would share what Success Club 5 is, because some of our new coaches might not know
Okay,
what that
so helping 3 people basically is Successful 5. I'm gonna share that in the next screen, but yeah, so that's okay. Helping 3 people a month in the month of August will help you reach Success Club 5. So if you yourself do that, you get the t-shirt. If all 5 of you get that, then all of you get this. And then here, all 5 team members would qualify for Success Club 5 and be one of the 2 top Star Diamond Team Cup point earning teams and one of 2 top diamond or below, which most of us, that's who we are, earning team in United States, US, Great Lakes, oh, okay, Latino and Canada. So everybody qualifies for that.
Awesome.
So now we know what, you know, what Team Cup is, what we can qualify, but now let's get really into why you're here. Why did you sign up for Team Cup? I can tell you, for me, you know, like I said, it helps me grow as a person, as a leader. Every time I participate in a Team Cup, I always exceed the last time that I did it. It usually just builds momentum in my business. And it helps me stick with my goals, right? Because not only am I participating in Team Cup, but now I know I need to show up in my nutrition and my fitness. So it just keeps me motivated to keep going. So that's my why. Your Team Cup goal. So like I said, the minimum is 3 people. Success Club 5, but I want to challenge you guys. Don't push for the minimum. Push for at least Success Club 10, which is helping 5 people in the month of August. I think we can all do that. Heather and LaShawn just came in and they exceeded that. So it is possible as a new coach. Don't put limitations to what you can succeed. Okay. We have the tools to help you succeed. Everybody on this team, we work as a team, even if we're in different teams. It's one big team. That's why we created one big chat. We want you guys to be successful, to feel supported, and we're here for you. So we're going to give you tools. Just reach out. And you have to commit to doing a daily power hour. That's the only thing that's going to help you reach that goal. I tell you from my own experience, when I'm not consistent with my power hour, I am struggling to hit my goals, right? Because I'm not consistent. So I highly encourage you to make this a priority and do your daily power hour at least 5 days a week. Okay. Me, Gabby and I, you know, she gave me this tip because my schedule is crazy. Do 5 days a week and hit your, you know, whatever your goal is of invites. And then as long as you do it, you consider yourself successful. And that tip has been really helpful for me. Let's see. So you must define your why before you can begin with the what and the how. So we cannot go into what you're doing if you don't define your why. So why did you join Team Cup? What are you hoping to achieve? Are you ready to get out of your comfort zone? Because it's realistic. It's going to make you get out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone, okay? Do you believe that you're capable of achieving your goal and with your team? Okay, you have to believe in yourself. Toot your own horn. I know I'm powerful. I know I'm coming from the best place of my heart. I really want to help people. So I know I'm capable of helping them, right? With my team, with the resources that we have, we can help. You have to have that belief. And also, are you coachable? If you're not coachable, you're not going to just reach your goals, because you have to be willing to learn, you guys. You have to learn. So what are some of the tools that are going to help you succeed? So I don't know if a lot of you have not seen this. If you have not seen this, ask your coach or ask your team captain, or I'm going to post it in the chat, but use your BAT. Your BAT is the structure of your business. This is the things that you have to do on a daily basis to be able to reach your goals. Some of those things you are going to do anyway. So work out and drink your shake, right? I don't know if you guys can see it right here. You're going to work out and you're going to drink your shake because you have to be proof the product works, right? Initiate conversations and add followers, okay? Do a social media post that showcase your benefit, update your IG, Facebook story, respond to like comments, invite, follow up. Like these are the things that you're going to follow. If you follow this, then you know that day you did everything you could to move your business forward, to move your team forward, to move in the direction of winning Team Cup, okay? Keep a notepad and a highlighter. Write down your list of friends and family that you would like to invite. Invite, don't be shy. It's okay. It's, I feel like I struggled a lot as a new coach because I was shy. I didn't want to invite. Like Gabby said, I thought it was icky. I didn't want to feel salesy, right? But the more I do this, the more I realize that what I have is a gift and what I'm sharing is helping me and it's going to help other people. And I'm not shy about it because I've seen the ripple effect in our team and in our community. And every time, the more I do this, the more I realize it's a blessing, right? So don't be shy and invite. Keep track of your yes. Check in the chat, lean on the team. That's why we're here. Even if you're feeling frustrated, like share. Oops, share. Keep growing your mindset through personal development. And yeah, just keep growing, guys, because that's the only way to move forward is to keep growing. Things to remember. I'm trying to go fast because I don't want to take a lot of your time. So some things to remember. Thinking will not overcome your fear, but action will. Like you can think about doing something all day and drag it and procrastinate and dwell on it. And oh my God, I kind of want to do this. I don't want to send the invite. What are they going to think about me? And what if they don't like me? And what if they ghost me? And like all these stupid things come into your head, right? But if you just sit down and send a freaking invite already, right? Just do it, man. Just like Nike says, just freaking do it. Just send the invite and you're going to overcome that fear. And then feel the fear and do it anyway. So yes, you are going to feel fear sometimes, fear of getting out of your comfort zone, fear of what people might think about you, because this is something that you've never done. If you've never done something, like it's like jumping out of an airplane. If you have never jumped out of an airplane, you're going to feel that fear, right? Okay. But how do you overcome the fear? You jump out of the freaking airplane, right? So that's just the way life is. Every time you want to do something, I'll give you guys another analogy. When I wanted to quit my job in 2016, I had so much fear that I was going to fail, that I was not going to be able to pay my mortgage, that I had so much fear. And the only thing that helped me overcome that fear was to actually quit my job and go into being an entrepreneur. So just feel the fear and do it anyway, okay? So who do you want to invite? So you need to define your tribe, guys. Like, I know you guys know, but you want to bring people along that, you know, you want to have fun with, that you want to vibe with. Like, everybody on our team is super positive and fun, and you know, we joke around, and it's, I love our team because of that, and because our vibe.
Karen, hang on. Jasenia, can you mute yourself? I can't mute you because I don't have access to.
Oh, hold on.
I was muted.
No, you're not.
I'm so sorry.
We're hearing your whole conversation.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mute. I think everybody's muted. Good? All right, let me go back to sharing. I hope this is helpful so far, you guys. Okay, so find your tribe, right? So we are fun. We love to, you know, we are super motivating of each other. So your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you're like dwelling on like gossip and like negativity and everything that's negative and that's going on in the world, that's the kind of people you're going to attract, right? So you have to elevate your vibe, like be happy. Show up on social media with your best foot forward, right? So define your tribe. Who are you? What are things that, you know, that define who you are? So for me, I am a mom of one boy. I'm a band mom. So my son is in band and I'm always doing band things. I'm very independent. I'm a go-getter. I like to set goals and go after them. I love to travel anywhere, like take me to a dungeon. I don't care as long as I'm traveling. I love music. I love to dance. I'm always listening to music. I love to cook. Hence, I have a food truck, right? I love bright lipstick. You're always going to see me in something red, pink, bright, and fun. I'm a Latina. I love positivity, and shoes are addicting, right? So these are things that define me. So try to think about what defines you so that you can attract your vibe. The more you get, and I had a lot of trouble figuring these things out at the beginning. I feel like this business really makes you get to know yourself and feel like figure out who you are and define the things that make you you. And that the more you hone in on those things, the more tribe or the more your vibe will attract your tribe, if that makes sense. Okay, so show up on social media. Some of you guys are wanting to do this, but I kind of went to your timelines and I noticed you have nothing of what you're doing. You're not posting your workouts. You're not sharing about our accountability group. You're not posting your shakes. You're not, like, this has non-existent on your timeline or on your social media stories. So if you don't show people what you're doing, they're not going to join you because they don't know what you're doing. So the first thing you have to do is show up on social media. You don't have to like be perfect. You know, a lot of us have been in this business for a while. Maybe we know how to take a picture better than others. The point is not about being perfect. The point is about sharing. Just share. Don't overthink it. Like, tell them one thing that was helpful for you that day. Maybe Megan in her workout said something to you that spoke to you. Like, share that and why it spoke to you. Like, share a picture of your shoes or a picture of your weights or a picture of your cat on top of your weights, you know, and then tell people, you know, I thought it was funny, but you know what? He's my companion. Like, just share, you guys. Sharing is caring. So share. Show people what you're doing, the benefits you see from it, some way, shape, or form. Try to incorporate why, you know, how the workout, the nutrition, and the community is helping you, and be consistent with your journey. So if this is a 21-day program, have at least 21-day posts about your program in one shape or form, once a day. And then share everything else about your life, your family, whatever you share, your cooking, whatever it is, your funny videos, it doesn't matter, but at least share one post of this journey, okay? Don't be shy. Okay, so power hour. This is where how you're going to reach your goal and how you're gonna help your team reach your goal during Team Cup. Power hour is essential, you guys. You have to do it. If you signed up for this, please show up for yourself or your team. Power hour is what's going to help you do it, okay? So focus on connecting with other people before you sit down every day. Remind yourself on your why. Sit down and have a little bit blocks of time. I am a busy mom. I have a business, another business, my food truck. I have a lot of things going on, right? I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. I don't have time to sit down for an hour every day. So what I do is I sit down in 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, in my car while my husband's driving. I'm like sending invites, like just figure out how you can do it. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just about 1 hour a day, but you can break that hour in 3 blocks of 20 minutes, 10 blocks of 10 minutes. Just do it, right? That's the key. Just do it. And the business activity tracker is what's going to help you keep yourself organized and productive. I wanted to show you guys, let me stop sharing right quick. There's an app that's called SC BAT, and you can also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's the business activity tracker in app form. So if you're on the go and you don't have pen and paper, use the app, okay? I have a binder. I'm a notes kind of person. I remind myself why I'm sharing every day. I have a little note thing here that says, my social media is not for recreation anymore. Everyone that follows me gets an invite because I love my groups and I think everyone should be a part of it. So that's my reminder of when I sit down to invite, why I'm inviting, because this community is everything to me. You know, I love my workouts, I love my nutrition, I feel amazing, so I'm just sharing. So that's my reminder, right? And I'm a pen and paper kind of person. So I have my BAT and I have my list and I have my invites. So figure out what works best for you. If it's, you know, pen and paper, on your computer, on your notes, and keep track, okay? So the next, whoops. So everything you do has the power to change the world. We never know who will be touched by our words or inspired by our actions. I'm going to read that one more time. Everything you do has the power to change the world. We never know who will be touched by your words or inspired by your actions. So not only are you like entering and sharing on social media, you guys, whatever you guys are sharing can have the impact of helping somebody else change their life. Keep that in mind. So when you're inviting that, that will help you get over the fear of what would they think about me or blah, 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 you know, all the things that are going to stop you. If you think about, I have the power to help somebody else, right? And you do, you really have that power, okay? Because trust me, once you do this long enough, you're gonna get messages from your challenger saying, thanks so much for inviting me. Thanks so much for, you know, reaching out to me. This has been amazing. Then, you know, and it's going to make you feel like, wow, I made a difference in somebody else's life. And no money, no team cup prize, no nothing, you know, it's going to take over that feeling of feeling like I helped somebody else, right? So with that, any questions on anything that I shared so far?
Yes. First of all, thank you so much, Karen, for your presentation. It was amazing. I love the daily reminder that you have in front. That's so good. Are we doing a PD all together, a book?
Yeah, so Gabby, you want to take that?
And then, oh, and then my second question is if we're doing power hours together.
Yes.
Those are my two questions.
So before I turn to Gabby, my next slide, I don't know, wait, maybe I'm not sharing. Hold on. Am I sharing?
No.
Uh-oh. So I wanted to do a power hour together. Like, I don't think we have time to do a full power hour because where is my Zoom code? Hold on.
I'm dumb.
Okay, so I wanted to do kind of a power hour especially for the newbies that have never done a power hour. So this is what my power hour looks like, or should look like. I do a little bit more of time.
Take notes, you guys, because we're not going to do the entire thing, but we can invite today.
Yes, let's take a screenshot of this so that this can give you like a sense of direction of when you sit down. And I'm gonna do one exercise of each with you today, and then that way you get a feel for what you're going to be doing. But before I do that, Gabby, can you talk about the book?
Yeah. Hang on. I'm looking for it. It's called the Atomic. I want to look for the author.
Atomic Habits.
Yep, I got it. All right. So images. All right. So when I first started in the business, you know, I heard a lot about personal development. You know, we have to work on the mindset, pick a book. And so I've always been very resourceful and I always follow directions. So one of the things that you'll learn through this journey is that, you know, we take personality tests to kind of see like what drives you, what encourages you, what motivates you, right? And so for me, I'm a true emerald with the exception of one thing. So, and I'll put it in the chat so you guys can see, but there's 4 categories. It's emerald, it's ruby, it's sapphire, and there's what's the other one? It's pearl, right? Pearl. So in an emerald world, we're motivated by numbers, we're motivated by figures, and we're motivated by following directions and instructions. And so that's truly who I am. One of the things that it also says is that we are always on time, which in my case, right, it can't be 100%, it's not true. So, but everything else, I fit into it, right? And so the other ones, I kind of go over them very quickly. So rubies are motivated by challenges. Like we're not even done, you know, going over the instructions and they're running. right? And you're like, dude, like, do you even have all the information? Those are rubies. They are like, they're just powerful, right? And they want to just do it all. And it doesn't matter how, but they figure it out along the way. That's what rubies do. Pearls want to save the world in a nutshell. They just want to help everybody. Doesn't matter whether they get paid or not. They're just, you know, they want to help everybody. And then you have sapphires, and sapphires are actually the ones that are the party animals. They want to be in everything. They just want to be a part of the fun. All right. So that's kind of like a little bit of what it's actually something that Danny Johnson, that we follow, came up with. It's the GEM personality test, and you are primary one of them and then secondary on the other one. And so I feel that I kind of fall in between Ruby, because I am, you know, I am a little competitive, but I also want to help the world. So like I'm kind of like in between for secondary. But anyway, I'll let you guys take the test if you have some time. It's fun to know where you fall. But one of the things that they would say is, you know, grow your mindset. And for me, I've always, like I said, I'm an emerald, so I like to follow directions. I need to know, before I take any type of action, I need to know if there's like 10 steps, I need to know all 10 of them before I begin. That's just who I am, right? And so you'll find that typically I'm the person who reads all the FAQs, because I need to know, you know, all the details. Rubies don't do that. Some of my rubies will like reach out to me and they'll be like, Gab, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, girl, that's in the FAQ. They're like, oh, okay. Right? But that's because that's your personality. See, Heather just raised her hand. And I know you're a ruby. As soon as you came in, I know you're a ruby. So I listened and I bought all these books, you guys. I have all these books of personal development. But you know what the problem is? I don't like to read. So I had all these books and I just didn't know when to fit it in. And I'm like, I want to follow directions and I'm not doing it. What do I do? So then I found something that works for me and I started listening to the books. So there's an app called Audible, okay? And so you have to find what works for you. If you love to read and you need to have the actual book, then you'll read, right? And then what I encourage you guys to do is be coachable, you guys. Trust me when I tell you, work on this muscle, because it will trick you. When you come into this coaching world, you're gonna send your invites. And I'm gonna tell you what, you know, minimum what you should be inviting if you want this to work. And I encourage you to invite at least 5 days, okay? So basically you're gonna come in and, you know, you're going to invite, you're either going to be ghosted, which means they're going to look at it and they're not going to respond, or they're going to block you, which that has happened to me. So what? You don't want to be part of my amazing, healthy world? I'm here when you're ready, right? And they'll block you. That's fine. That's fine. And then sometimes they'll just say no. You know, some people have, you know, the decency to respond and say, no, I'm not interested, or thank you so much for thinking of me. Right now, it's not the right time. And then somebody else will be will be interested and ready. So those are your categories, you guys. But then if you invite 3 people and then all of them ghosted you and you're like, this is not for me. I'm quitting. Why? Because you're not working on this. Because you think it's personal. Because you take it personal. Because you think it has something to do with you. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. We have a gift and all you're doing is passing it on. If they're ready to receive it, they will receive it. Trust me. My sister said something the other day in the chat. She said, you can say the wrong thing to the right person and they will sign up, you guys. They will sign up because they're ready to roll, right? And you can say all the right things to the wrong person and they will not sign up. So make sure that you understand that this has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with us paying this forward to somebody else. And then they get to decide if they want to join. So never choose for them either. Never never decide for them. Because oh my God, did I do that? At the beginning, I would always invite, but I would be like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to invite her because, she's fit. Or I'm not going to invite her because I remember last month she was complaining about money. Or I'm definitely not going to invite her because she's going to think, who does she think she is? She's never been into fitness and now she's a coach, right? The self-limiting beliefs, the stories we're telling ourselves, because those are stories, you guys, that we tell ourselves because we're not strengthening this. And so I discovered that the more you work on this, the more you feel like I can do anything. Okay. And so start with 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes while you're washing dishes, or, maybe first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, and just feed that into your entire being. Because guess what? You have to rinse and repeat, guys. You are going to confront the world, and not just in coaching, period. And there's a lot of negativity, right? There's a lot of negativity. And so it's your job to pour, just positivity into your cup and let everything else run over. All right. And so we decided that we're going to encourage you to read a book together. We're going to do it together. You're not going to be doing this alone. 10, 15 minutes. If you want to start at 10, if you're a reader, just read 10 minutes. That's it. Whatever. If it's 5 pages you read, that's 5 pages. I found that when I start to read, I get distracted because Matias comes in, my mom needs me, and then I'm on the same page. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what did I just read? So I listen. I like to listen, and that's my me time. Whether I'm washing dishes, I'm folding clothes, whatever, you guys. Find a time that works for you. You got to find pockets of time. So the name of the book is Atomic Habits, and it is by James Clear. Atomic Habits. That's another thing. You'll realize that not only in your business, but in health and also in your life, if you put habits into place, you're going to be so successful in everything you do, right? And don't think it's going to be perfect, as long as one of the things that I'm, following my life with, or just really this is like the year of, for me, persistence, because I feel that while I want everything to be like perfect, I guess I realize in having conversations with my sister, I'm very detail oriented. I always thought I was a perfectionist. I'm very detail oriented. And so that takes time for me because I want everything to be perfect in those details, right? But because I've never quit, like my perfectionists, I think are those that want it to be so perfect that they're like, I'm going to restart. I didn't do day 5. I'm going to start day 1 again, right? Instead of just following and doing day 6 the next day. Okay, I didn't do it today, but I'm gonna just, go ahead and do the following. But for me, I've never been the person to say, oh, I didn't do day 5 today, and then I want to do day 1 again. No, but I'm very detail oriented, and I realized that putting habits into place, right? And when it didn't, and when it didn't work the first time, just doing it again. Which is why I always share with you guys that my health, my fitness, always would take me a while. It took me a while, 3 years. It took me 3 years for me to get it right. Meaning for me to show up consistently and from beginning to end. So I just want you to put those habits into place, which is why I want to encourage us to read Atomic Habits. Either order it on Amazon or get the Audible. All right, by James.
Audible is so nice. Audible is so great. I like you listen in the car while I'm driving by myself, or I listen while I'm folding clothes or doing mindless things. Audible, instead of listening to music or listening to the news in the background, I'm feeding my mind, guys.
Yep. Or instead of like Netflix it. Is that even a word?
Netflix it.
But
all right, so
not to, but right, read 10 minutes. So
yeah, so we don't
other things. Karen, can you go?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, but we're gonna do at least one of each activity together.
Oh, good.
So that we can do a quick power hour, and then yes, we're going to be doing power hours as a team. We'll put it in the chat of the days and the time. So can you guys tell me quickly here, put it in the chat or just raise your hand. What would work best for you? Morning power hours? Okay, or afternoon power hours? Raise your hand, afternoon power hours? Or evening power hours?
And when you say evening, what are we talking about? 9 p.m.?
So morning would be between 9 and 11 a.m. Afternoon would be 2 to 4, maybe? Raise your hand. Okay. Evening would be what?
8.
7 to 9?
Yeah.
7 to 9? Okay, I didn't see any hands. So morning?
Wait, can you repeat the times again? Morning is 9 to 11.
Okay, time out, guys, because everybody's like going like this. So mornings. Anybody mornings?
Wait, Karen, why don't we just do a poll in the Big Team Avon one?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll do that. But keep that in mind to see what time would work best for you so that we can schedule a couple different times and you can hop on in one of those, okay?
Karen, I
So
think it's the only morning ones.
No, you can't only do mornings, Gabby. Okay, so let's do this together. I want to do a quick power hour. So the first thing I want you to do is grab a piece of paper next to you. Just grab a piece of paper and write at least 5 names of 5 people that you're going to invite. Anybody, your mom, your sister, your cousin, your nail girl, your hairdresser, your friend, mom's friend. Write down 5 people. And obviously, when you are doing this, you want to just do a brain dump. Don't judge the people. Don't say, well, this person needs it and this person needs. No, don't judge the person. Just write down the name. These are people I know. And when you're done, just give me a thumbs up because I'm looking at you guys. If this takes you more than 2 minutes, you're overthinking it. Honestly. Even your grandma who doesn't work out and it's 80 years old, she can drink Shakeology and feel amazing. Okay. Everybody done? Chadi, Elena, I haven't seen you. I don't know if you guys are done. You guys are done? Awesome. Okay. So the next thing I want you to do is open your Facebook app and or your Instagram. I do Facebook first. And think about somebody that you haven't been friends with on Facebook that you know and search for them. Or go to where it says find friends, suggestions, and scroll and see if you recognize anybody from that list and add them as a friend. Don't overthink it, just add them as a friend. Choose 3 people, add them as a friend right now. If you want to really take off your business, the more people you add, the more people you're going to be able to invite. So don't limit yourself to 3. Do 3 right now. But try to find a couple people that you can add. People you work with, other friend moms, your kids, your nanny, your hairdresser, friends that you have in common, people you went to school with. If you're going on Instagram, you can find a hashtag that you like to follow. Like, for example, for me would be bachata because I love bachata music. And I'm going to find people that I look and feel like they're interesting to me that I want to follow and just pick 3 or 4. And give me a thumbs up when you guys are done. And if you have any questions, unmute yourself. I can't hear you, Jasenia.
Karen, when you say that you go into Instagram, where do you go to find?
So I go to the hourglass and I go to the top and I put a tag. You see where it says a top account or tag? Click on tag and then put your hashtag that you want to find people that have things in common with you. So for me would be, I could put band mom because I'm a band mom. And then I'm going to get a lot of results, right? So band mom life would be one. And then I kind of just look for other band moms that look like they're excited to be a band mom. They're posting pictures with their band kid. And then I just kind of follow them.
Wendy's trying to get in and it's not letting her into the.
Oh, let me see. Am I host, Gabs? Let's see. Wendy. I don't see her.
What do you mean? There's no, we didn't let anyone in. You just got in. There's no password or there's no, what's that called? That room? Waiting room, whatever.
Oh, waiting room? That's weird.
Oh, you know, I sent her the wrong code.
I'm done with you.
Okay, so is everybody done sending their invites? Because I don't want to run over to, or not invites, I'm sorry, friend request. Thumbs up, everybody's good? Awesome. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is connect, meaning you're going to want to just say hi, connect with somebody. So on Facebook, there's a feature that is called birthdays. So I send happy birthday messages every day. I just go on people, see who's its birthday. Usually I have 3 or 4. I don't put anything on their wall and I don't put anything in their story. I always send a private message because everybody else is sending them on their wall and their story, right? You're going to be one of the few people that are actually going to private message them, okay? So private message them and just say, hey girl, happy birthday. I hope you had an amazing day. What did you do today? Just connect. So go find somebody's birthday on Facebook and send them a happy birthday. Do that for the next minute.
Are you going under events to find this one, Karen?
Let's see. I do it on my computer.
If you do it on your computer, it tells you right on your actual, on your profile page. It tells you who.
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah, that's, I'm trying to see where it's on
You
the
can
phone.
see it on your phone. I think you would, that's, yeah. Remember, Karen, you were teaching me how to do it and I had to go on my computer?
Yeah, I always do it from my computer.
Yeah, I
Let's
don't find
see.
it on my phone.
I know there's a way. Give me a sec.
Yeah, me too. I'm just stumped. It usually pops up.
Gabby, can you send the thing to Wendy, please? I can't find it now to send it to her.
I did. I put it in all the chats. It's in the chats. I put the links in all the chats.
Oh, okay.
You guys, I'm stumped with the events on the phone.
Would it be under just events and then it'll pop up birthdays or no?
That's what I usually do. See more.
Did I send the wrong one? Maybe I sent the wrong one. Dios mío. Hang on.
Friends, maybe under friends. No. You guys don't kill me, but I usually don't do it on my phone.
Yeah, a lot of times people do use their phone and that's sometimes for some people their only access. I'll have to find it.
Yeah, I have to find it. I'll find it and I'll put it in the chat how to get there, okay? Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
But that's what you would normally do. Just connect, okay? So, or you know what else I do? I scroll through my timeline on Facebook. Now, don't get stuck because it's very easy to get stuck, you know, on the timeline seeing all the things. But just find a couple posts that look intriguing and you can comment on them. Oh, this looks cool, or that's such a pretty day. Where did you go? You know, just find a way of connecting with different people. That's all, okay? The reason why you want to do that is because Facebook has algorithms, meaning if you comment on people's posts, then your posts are going to start showing on their feed. If you don't connect on Facebook, Facebook won't show them your things. But you want these people to see what you're doing, right? Because that's why you're posting every day, your stuff. So it's important to connect and be genuine. Don't be fake. Like if so, you don't like somebody, the beauty of this business is you can pick and choose who you want to work with, right? So on a real note, you know, so be genuine when you comment and stuff like that, okay? So the next thing that I do is I do 5 minutes of saying hi to my new followers and friends on Facebook. I have a lot of new followers on Instagram. When you go on Instagram and you start following people, a lot of people are going to start following you back, right? So you want to be able to connect with them on a private message. So new friends on Facebook, hey, like if you just befriended somebody from college that you haven't spoke with in a long time, you can send them a message and say, hey girl, I know it's been a while, how you've been? You know, this is my Facebook. I'm so glad you're following me. If you ever have any questions on anything that I do, be sure to reach out. Or I'm here to help, you know, if you ever get curious about what I do. You know, you don't have to say I'm doing Beachbody and this is what I'm, you know, and I want you to join my team and my group. No, it's not the time. You're just connecting. Remember, we want to connect as much as possible, okay? So take a minute and send a message to, or scroll through your feed and comment on a couple posts. I'll let you guys do that in the meantime. And we're almost done. I won't take a lot more of your time. And then I'm going to find an invite while you guys do that. And guys, remember, we're doing this together in one sitting, but you can break these tasks throughout your day. So you can do 10 minutes of the finding friends on Facebook and then go feed your son or daughter, okay? And then come back and do 10 minutes of scrolling on Facebook and connecting, and go to work and come back and then do your invites. You know, it doesn't matter what you, in what order you do it. What matters is that it gets done, right? Because I rarely do these in one sitting, okay? I'm doing these at different times of my day. Does that make sense? Okay. Hey, Gabby, you had shared, I can't find it, an invite in the Team Cup. Can you add it? Do you have it handy?
The one where I said that we're starting a new group? Yeah.
I want them to send that invite. I don't have it handy with me. I was trying to find it. So Gabby's gonna share that in the chat. Just copy and paste it, and we're going to send invites. We're gonna send at least 3, because that's the next thing. So if you guys see 15 minutes of invite. If you notice, that's the tasks that has the most time attached to it, because that's the one task that's going to help you grow your business. That's going to help you reach your goal. You don't invite, you're just playing around on Facebook. You're just playing around on Facebook. And hey, I've been there, I've done it. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the Facebook hole and start scrolling and get lost. And then you're like, oh crap, what was I supposed to be doing? Was I supposed to be inviting? Or like, you know, it happens. Just refocus your energy, be intentional, right? And say, this is my time to invite, and send those invites. And if they're the most uncomfortable thing for you, do those first.
One of the things that I've heard many people do that works is, like, if you can't get, so Karen mentioned that we're gonna host power hours throughout the week, you know, so that if you have time to at least jump onto 1 or 2, you know, so that you can know what, especially if you're new, what you should be doing, jump on. Because when I get on with Karen, we're like, If we're not working on something for the team, we're like inviting, boom, 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 and we're done, right? But the other thing that I've heard other coaches do that works if you're doing it alone is set a timer, you guys, you know, for an hour. I'm not going to scroll. I'm not going to, you know, do whatever things that you typically do on Facebook or social media. Just set that time so that you know, okay, I'm going to do, especially on the bat, if you are doing the Coach Basics, which is in the group, it's called Coaching Principles 2020.
2020 Principles of Coaching. Yeah.
There you go. So if you're in there, the first thing that you're going to come across is the BAT, is the business activity tracker. And that BAT tells you exactly what you should be doing and the time. So just go in with each activity and just set the timer. And if it says 5 minutes of, you know, whatever, following people or commenting on people's posts, set the timer 5 minutes and then just go in. And once the timer is done, then you move on to the next task. I think that'll be helpful if you're doing it alone.
And the first couple of days, you know, it'll be like, you know, you're not sure what you're doing, and that's okay. Just keep showing up, you guys. So, Gabby, did you put the invite? Yeah, she did. So she just posted the invite in the Team Cup chat. Copy it and send it to at least 3 to 5 people right now. I'm doing my invites as well. So go. And use the list. So that list that you wrote down the names, send it to those people first. Don't overthink it. Don't judge it. Don't say, I don't know if they need this, they can't afford, like, don't even think about that. Just copy, paste, boom, go. Next person. And if they start responding, don't respond right away. Just keep doing your invites.
Where did you post the invite?
It's in the Team Cup chat.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget to change the name.
Yeah, don't forget to change.
I've done that.
Oh my God, I done that too.
And we're giving you these invites, you guys, but it's always good to kind of, I know we don't have a lot of time today, but when you're doing this on your own, tweak it to sound like you, okay? If a word doesn't go with you and your vocabulary, then change it. It's okay. You want to modify it to fit Elena or to fit Vicky or Hannah or Jasenia, because we all talk different, you know?
So we're inviting for August 17th.
I'm inviting for Monday.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Hey, today I'm definitely following up with all the people that I invited who have an interest or that have been watching my stories to say like, hey, did you see that, you know, we start tomorrow, another round. So focus on tomorrow because you could still get people in there. And I'll be honest with you, last time when we started,
Sarah.
when we started,
Happy Sunday. I just wanted to
Maddie,
shoot you a
I can
message
hear you.
because
I just muted her.
thank you. So the other thing I want to say is that last time when we started this round, people joined like on Monday and Tuesday. And what I encouraged them to do was start on Tuesday, right? And then they doubled up on Sunday with the stretch. And then they, you know, were able to just follow week 2 along. So there's many ways to do this. You know, people don't want to be left behind. So, and
so, but for going forward, like if we start inviting tomorrow, we're starting on what, the 17th? That's 2 weeks from now.
I would say the 17th because that's when Muscle Burn Fat Advanced comes out. So it'll be good for them to start MBF that day. So yes, the 17th.
Okay. So make sure you change that date and the name. And just give me a thumbs up, you guys, because I don't want to keep you too much longer when you're done with your invites.
What I'm finding is that I have invited a lot of people and I haven't done a lot of follow-up. That's what I'm finding.
Follow-ups are and we're going to talk about that next, but the fortune is in the follow-up, and that's not a lie. I sign up, I wouldn't say the majority of people after following up.
Yeah, like
They never do it from like that first conversation. Because you guys, we are all busy. You have no idea how many times I pick up my phone, I read a message, and then my son is like, Mom, I need this, and then I drop my phone right there, and then I go do something else. And then by the time I come back, I'm doing something else. So it's not that people don't want to answer you. It's they are busy. Don't take it personal. Follow up. Don't be afraid to follow up.
I have invited a lot of people.
So what I do is I have my main list. This has been working for me, so I'll share. I have a main list of where I write down all the names of everybody that's either watching my stories, liking my posts, people that I think about that I'm like, I haven't talked to this person in a while and I know they need this. I'll write down their name. And then from that name, I send my invites and I write down on a piece of paper. I'm going to show you. So I have two lists. I have a main list of people I plan on inviting. And then I make a list with the date. And then I write down the names of the people I'm inviting. My goal is to invite 15 people every day. If I fall behind, I'll bump it up to 20, 25. Okay, that's just me. You can do whatever suits your cup, okay? That's just me because I want to grow my business, right? So I do my 15, and then anybody that responds, yes, I'm interested, or tell me more, or that sounds good, what is that all about? Then I highlight their name or the number next to their name. And that's my follow-ups because that conversation might fall through. So that's my reminder that this person said, yes, they were interested. So I need to follow up with them, okay? And then once they sign up, I highlight their whole entire name and I put what they signed up with. That's what's been working for me.
What do you, how much do you highlight, did you say, to remind yourself?
Just the number next to their name.
Okay, cool. I like that. Thank you, Karen.
That's my reminder to follow up. Like this person said, yes, they wanted info, so I highlight their number. And then once they buy, I highlight their whole entire row.
What I do is I highlight the number as well. And then when I start following up, I put follow up, and then I start checking the amount of times I've followed up. And there's been times that I followed up 10, 20 times, and then they sign up. So don't think that, so the fortune, when we say there's fortune in the follow-up, it means that, and this is like been studied in sales, you guys, people need at least anywhere from 7 to 12 exposures to whatever it is that they're going to buy, to invest, okay? And so it's important to follow up, like what Karen was saying, while you guys are still working, people get distracted. Like even me, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I never responded to whoever, right? That's why I hate opening a message knowing that I cannot get back to them, because I'll forget. And it's not, that I don't want to respond. It's just that I legit just forgot. So people are in the same boat. We're all living, busy lives. We're moms, we're daughters, we're wives, we're working, we're everything. And so it's so important to remember that, so that sometimes people will be like, oh my God, thanks so much for, reaching back out, because I definitely want to do this. So, just make sure that you're conscious of that people are busy, but also that people need to be exposed several times in order to enroll.
Okay. So I won't take a lot more of it. Anybody has questions so far of what we've done before we wrap it up, because we're going over?
I think Dawn had a question. She posted it. What's a good follow-up approach?
Okay, so that's what I was going to look for. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to post it in, and let me stop sharing so I can look for it. So we're going to follow up right now. So go through your list of, I asked you guys earlier this week to send a couple invites. Maybe some of those people responded and said yes. Maybe some of those ghosted you. Just find whoever said I'm interested and nothing happened. The conversation went blank, and we're going to send them a quick follow-up. I'm about to get you guys that follow-up. Any other questions while I look for that? because we're about to finish.
Karen, quick question. I've never done a power hour because it just doesn't work out time-wise for me, but I definitely want to engage, and I'll figure out somehow, maybe Heather and I'll do it since we're kind of more on the nighttime schedule, and maybe Dawn can join us because we're on the nighttime schedule. So when you and Gabby do this and you say power hour, but you're inviting at least 15 people, because I wouldn't think it would take the whole 5th hour to invite 15 people. So you're just going through that whole list of all those activities.
Correct.
Okay. So you guys,
those activities typically take me about an hour. To me, it takes me about an hour and a half, because I have a team under me already. So I also like checking with my team. But as a new coach, they won't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why Vicky, the fact that you brought that up is gold right now, because doing all those activities together is what takes the hour. But
Gotcha.
What I recommend is that you guys, if you're inviting, which I've told Vicky and I'm going to tell all of you guys. So for me, everybody has to choose their number. But if you want this to work, you guys, especially on Team Cup month, you have to invite minimum 15 people a day for at least 5 days. Okay, that's 75 people in a week. And so what I've told Vicky before, because her hours are crazy, she's home at least 3 days during the week. So I'm like, Vicky, don't consume yourself thinking I got to invite 15 people today and tomorrow. If you're working, just, what I would do is take the 75 and divide them by the days that you are home. So if you're home 3 days, invite 25, 25, and 25. But it's key to write down your list, because then you know who you're inviting. So for example, Karen and I will come in. When we have our list together, we're done in like half an hour, right? But if we don't have that list, that's what takes time to create that list, because now you got to go to your stories. So for someone like me, who I have no warm market anymore, right? I have to invite people I don't know. So I have to go who's looking at my stories on Instagram and Facebook, who's commenting on my posts, who's, who's liking my stuff, etc. Right? So it's so important that you know this, because if you have the list already, that's going to avoid all that time frame. But literally, guys, 15 names. It takes you 15 minutes, if that, because you're copy pasting, right? Because I change my invites every single day, because it depends on my mood, it depends on how I'm feeling, it depends on what I'm asking, what I'm saying, what I'm inviting to, whatever. So I think that knowing if you only have 15, 20 minutes in a day, invites new people, that's important. And then throughout, you're going to do the follow-ups.
And when you say I don't have people to invite, right? The reason you don't have people to invite is because you're not adding people. 2, because you're not posting about your journey. Because if you're posting, people are watching. If they're watching, you have people to invite, right? So it's important that you do all the things, because they all kind of build up to that one activity of inviting. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And the other
so the follow-up, I went ahead and I'm trying to flash through this because I want to be conscious of your time. I posted the follow-up in the Team Cup chat. Just very simple. Hey, Heather, I'm just circling back here to see if you saw my last message. I don't know if this is for you, or I don't know if this would even be of interest, but I would love to have you join us. If not, no big deal. That's a simple follow-up.
Mándame eso que dijiste.
I just put it in the Team Cup chat.
Okay, thank you.
You guys, just put it like you are speaking, okay? So that's just an example of something simple, takes off the pressure. If not, no big deal. Like if they not interested, it's cool. It's all cool. Take the pressure off of that person, of them, feeling like they have to do this. They don't have to do this. You're just sending them the invite. They're interested, they're joining you. If not, it's cool. Okay? So send at least one of those right now. And then the last thing is connect with your, whoops, are you guys seeing my screen?
No.
The last thing is connecting with your, connecting with the team, the challenge, and the chats. I know the chats get crazy because we are all very talkative. I love our team so much. But just I honestly play the chats as I'm doing other things because it's hard to catch up. So if there's voice messages, I'm playing them as I'm doing other things, or I sit down at nighttime and I, kind of go through them quickly and try to get, and ask the questions if I didn't get the message or whatever. But just connect in the challenge group, post your workouts, post your meals, because you have to always be a challenger first, right? We're not going to forget that. You work on your journey first. You become your billboard. So you have to work on yourself first. Be the challenger that you want to attract. If you want to have people on your team that, show up, do their workout, do all the things, then be that example, right? We hear this all the time. This business is not hard. What you hear us preach are things. Let me try to stop here. You're going to hear us say the same thing over and over and over, and you're going to be like, but I've heard this before. But I've heard this before. And the business is not hard. The business is easy. It's doing the things that it's hard because you have to become disciplined. So I'm going to end it with that. I hope you guys kill your team month, team cup. We're in different teams, but we're in it together. Let's have a goal to change as many lives as we can. Let's have fun. Okay. Let's have fun. And that's it. That's all I got.
So just another reminder. So we're reading the book Atomic Habits. It's a recommendation, but if you want to strengthen this, then I encourage you to start again 10, 15 minutes a day. And then we can, share takeaways if you guys like. The other thing is, guys, work from a list. Work from a list. So take time to write your list out. What I encourage you to do is write a list of 100 people at least. 100 people. Right? And don't judge. Don't decide for them. Just write the name down. Just write.
Last night I got home from work at 11 p.m. and I went through my stories and I just wrote down all the names of the people and I came up with 46 names.
There you go. So write down.
There's people out there.
Yep. The other thing is, know when you're doing your power hour, right? It's as important as doing your workout. And my recommendation is that invite 15 people. Karen mentioned you're going to have to get out of your own comfort zone. It's going to get uncomfortable, you guys. But if you don't do it, you'll never, you'll never know what it feels like. So definitely 15 people 5 times a week, or like Vicky and like Heather that have those weird schedules, maybe 25 3 times a week, right? But doing that's important. Also, my recommendation is when you're sending invites, someone might respond right away. Do not engage because it will take your entire time to engage. Just send those 15 invites. If you have time to engage after. Otherwise, you will engage when you are following up. That is my recommendation. If I stick to that, you will always have people to talk to, because the people you are inviting today, right, are not all going to sign up. They might sign up next week. They might sign up at the end of the month. They might sign up next month. But if you're only talking to the 15 people you invited this week and none of them sign up, who are you going to help? No one. So make sure that you always inviting is the key. Inviting new people is the key. And then follow up, if you have time, then follow up. But if not, then do it in those pocket of times during the week. But I think that's the most important. And then also, like Karen said, she said she went to a lot of the pages of your pages. If you're not showing what you're doing, guys, and it doesn't have to be a fitness page. No, just, do what you have been doing for always, and then just stick in one post of health and fitness in there so people know now that you're taking care of yourself. And also the most important part is that if I come to your page, I need to see that I can join you, that I can join you in something. So all my posts, whether it's a live or whatever, I'm inviting you to join me in something, right? So make sure that people know that when they come to your page, when is Wendy's next group? Oh, it's August 17th. That they know that if they're ready, they can come to your page and see when she's running that next group. So that's important. All right. So I think that's it.
I wanted to add something, Gabby.
Go ahead.
I wanted to add something. I try my best to invite every day, like on the IG story. Like once I post the workout, I'll put a few videos and I always say next accountability group on. And I try to do that daily because even if they don't see nothing else but your story, they know that you are inviting them. and also in your actual, you know, IG page, you know, do a CTA is important. So that's something else that I do. But I love what Karen said, be your own billboard. That is so true. And it's not just fitness. Even though my page says Wendy Guzman Fitness, you'll see my kids in there. You'll see me going to the beach. You'll see me doing everything.
You'll see me up in there.
You know, because they want to, at the end of the day, they're joining you. They're not joining the products. They're joining you. So you're looking out for those people who want to be part of your team.
Find your tribe.
I have a quick question. I know that you and Gabby do the Power Hour together. Do you do it on a Zoom? So is it recommended that I get a Zoom so that we can all join in? Because I had thought about that anyway.
That's what we're doing, Vicky. That's why Karen was asking when the time frames that works for people.
Right, I know.
Because if we get together, you'll get it done, as opposed to, oh, I'll get to it. So this is what was happening to me. I always invite, right? But I was inviting in whenever I had a couple minutes here, right? And then I would never, because I invite 25 people a day, but that's just me. I'm not saying you need to do that. But if you want a sustainable business, you need to invite at least 15 people, okay? Because then you have people to talk to. So what was happening was that I wasn't reaching my 25 people, because I would do 5 here, and then I'd be like, man, I only invited 20, or I only invited 15. I invited, but I didn't do what I wanted to invite. The moment Karen and I started to meet, it's my time to, you know, work my business. And that's why, if you saw, you know, my numbers have increased since May, June, and July. Why? Because we've been consistent with inviting new people. And it really just takes that. You sitting down to invite new people, and then you focus on the follow-ups afterwards. Because
and those calls don't take this long. Okay.
So what I wanted to know though was, should I have? So yeah, I totally get all that, and I think that's definitely the direction that we should all go into. And I'm sure that Heather and Dawn want to do the same. Should I invest in getting a Zoom link so that
you don't have to invest? It's free.
No, for 30. That's only limited though, isn't it? The free one?
I invested, and I'm paying for it because, yeah, you know, like we get carried away, like, you know, it takes time.
And it's